Hello YouTubers, Matthew Williams here, bit unshaved, but then again I'm going to take care of that in a second. I'm going to put the water on, I'll do that in a minute. Put the water on, I'm going to go and have a nice bath and a shave, but I've been very busy with doing the conspiracy night in Pewsey, which you're all welcome to come to if you're interested. It's on a Wednesday night, and Malcolm, who normally organises it, is on holiday at the moment, so he asked me to fill in. So we did something. We showed a video called Liberty Bound. Anyway, that isn't the reason I came to talk to you today. I must do my obligatory snuff, and it is snuff. Snuff, snuff, snuff. Okay, just so we get clear. Right, the reason I'm doing this video is to talk to you about the concept of how long it takes to make a crop circle. Now, there's a guy called Mount Star Jump, or I assume it's a guy, it might be a lady, in fact, I don't know, on YouTube, made a very good comment. They said, when I was talking about the crabwood alien face and the fact that it could be made overnight, the crabwood alien face, you know, the alien face with a disc, with a spiraling thing, you know, in my opinion, it could be done overnight. But Mount Starwood, or Mount Jump Starwood, or whatever their name is, find out for you now. They said, well, it could be done. It's Mount Star Jump. There we are, Mount Star Jump. They said it could be done over more than one night, and it could be done over a few nights, and maybe nobody just found it. And that's absolutely true, and it's a very good point. And I don't know if I've mentioned and talked about this in other videos, but I will now. Right. There have been a number of formations which have been done over the years, which haven't just been done in one night. Now, you all know some of them because the weather was clear. There's the key, and we'll come back to this in a minute. Right? If a formation is created in a very prominent location, such as the East Field, right, it's going to get found. It's going to get found no matter what, because it's the East Field. But if a formation is done in a location that's a little bit further afield, not just in the main area where most of them appear, or maybe not quite on the same level as they normally appear, okay? I'm giving you clues, but I'm not saying, okay, because I can't say. I have obligations to circle makers to not reveal certain secrets. So what I'm saying is, if it's outside the location where you'd normally expect to see them, and if it's on a different level that you'd normally expect to see them, there are some formations which have been created over more than one night, right? And they have, in fact, then not been discovered for another 3 days after they've been created. These are some of the biggest, most impressive formations that have ever appeared. Some of them, okay? And they haven't been discovered. Why is this? Think. Simple. Weather. Weather. It's a simple explanation, and it's something that most people in the crop circle research community don't take into account. If you have circle makers working out when it's foggy and rainy, it's horrible to work in fog and rain, but some circle makers will do it. It acts as a form of cover. Okay, because there's nobody going to see you in the fog and the rain, you know. Night vision cameras really don't work very well. Thermal imaging will be affected, you know. Visibility with the human eye, forget it, yeah. It's just, you know, it ain't going to happen. You ain't going to see somebody doing stuff out in those conditions. And then, if it's not discovered and it rains across the whole weekend and isn't discovered till Monday when the fog and the rain clears, the rain over the weekend washes all the mud off the crop that was there, because when the circle makers were working, the circle makers were actually leaving mud and bits and pieces on the crop. And then it basically, sorry, snuff is terrible. You do it and it makes your nose run. Bloody stuff. So if you create a circle in the rain and the fog, and then over the weekend it rains a bit more, it cleans off some of the mud off the crop. And then when you get a nice day, of course, you get the magical bloom effect, which we've talked about. You know, once everything, all the rain evaporates off the crop, you get the bloom returns. So you get this powdery thing that everybody goes, oh, you know, if people had made this, the powder would be scuffed. But of course the powder isn't scuffed because at night when the condensation comes down, or whether it's been raining, in the daytime when it gets lighter and things dry off and evaporate, it leaves a powder back on there. So, okay, some formations haven't been discovered for days. And so these are some of the biggest formations, some of the biggest, most complicated formations out there. And these have then been declared as being, you know, far too complicated for people to create, because it would take a lot of people and it would take a lot of time, and it would take much more than a day. Well, in some cases, that's exactly what's happened. It has taken a hell of a lot of people, more than one day, and they haven't even been discovered when they finished them for 3 days afterwards. So it does happen. It's a very good point, and that's why I'm making this video, to actually explain that, you know, that's why. Now, of course, fog and rain means you're not going to have people flying, and researchers can't see into the fields in the day because the fog is there, so you can't see into the fields. And unless you actually go and walk in and up the tram line and go, oh my god, and walk straight into the formation, you're not going to see it. You are not going to see it. So there have been several occasions where this has happened, and you know, this is why you can't take everything for granted. You cannot take everything for granted with crop circles. People make a lot of assumptions about, you know, the fact that these things appear within 15 minutes, or, you know, can't be done within an evening. Well, you know, we've proved that you're wrong on the it can't be created in 15 minutes thing, because people's equipment was wrong and people's perceptions were wrong. And when we've actually helped them to understand a little bit more about why their cameras did in fact pick up people making the formation there, but they hadn't even looked closely enough at their footage to realise there were people there, they've changed their minds. They've gone, okay, alright, yeah, we can see people were there now making that formation that we thought was done in 15 minutes. You know, so we've tackled that one. You know, this explanation also does go a little bit further to helping you to understand that there are 1 or 2 formations out there. Oh, look, this is me doggy. She wants treats. Look, doggy wants treats. Doggy wants treats. My doggy wants a treaty. Aww. Isn't she cute? My dog's a cutie. She's a cutie and she always wants treats. My dog won first place in the local dog show. I walked straight in to the dog show, said, what's on? They said, hey, it's best bitch. And I said, okay, how much to put in? They said £2. I walked in, they'd finished judging, I walked into the last position in line, and she pinned it straight on my dog. How good is that? My dog is superb. My dog is the best bitch. There she goes. See, she knows she's best bitch. And she gets all the treats because she's the best bitch. So, there you go. #1 dog. Anyway, these are the explanations of things that people don't often take into consideration, and I hope if anybody's got any more questions, they'll come back and I'll try and answer them for you. But it's a very good point you make, and thanks for that Mount Star jump, because it is a very good point. And we'll be putting some more videos up soon. I'm hoping to do some more videos which will interest you quite soon, and we shall speak on YouTube, and please send your comments. Thanks for watching.